Incident templates are created by incident administrators to streamline the message sending process by pre-populating important aspects of a message ahead of time. To create an incident template, start by hovering over the Incidents tab and then click Templates. Here you will see a list of templates if any have already been created. Upload an XML file to import a template from another organization, or click New Incident Template to create a template from scratch. There are multiple settings available in this pane to fully configure your template for an incident. Let's start with the name for this new template. Setting a draft template to live makes it visible and available for launch, while you can toggle between them as you edit the template. If you're creating multiple templates, it is important to sort them by creating or assigning categories for each template. Adding a template ID allows you to launch your incident by phone. Additionally, if you have IT alerting enabled for your organization, this option can enable you to include an ITA process. The menu option here allows you to divide the incident template into 3 notification phases in order to predetermine how this incident will function. You can manage them by clicking Manage next to the menu. Click Copy to create a different new phase off of a copy of the current one. Once done, click OK to display the new phases based on your input. The Form and Message options guide the content and structure of your incident notification. Let's begin by adding variables to the template. Identify which variables need to be included. Next to the variables, you will be able to see 2 checkboxes. The box on the far left adds the variable to the template. The second box makes filling out that variable required. Next, we'll move on to the message itself. Click Outgoing Message in the Preview and Edit section. Here, you can review the title, message, speech, and message type fields. Click in any field to edit it. Add any appropriate tokens to the message boxes by clicking the black plus sign by the variable. These tokens are automatically replaced with the information that the incident operator provides for those variables. You have the option to mark the message as imminent threat to life or high priority. Once you are finished, click Preview to view the form and make sure everything is correct. There are several types of publishing options you can utilize for an incident message. However, the options you see in this section depend on what you have purchased as well as what you have enabled in your organization's settings. We recommend you check out our course on Everbridge University for full details on each of these options. A link to the course is in the description box down below. When creating an incident template, contacts can be chosen ahead of time through various means. You can quickly add relevant contacts to the template using the Individuals, Groups, Rules, or Map options for your notifications. If you want to learn how to create groups, rules, or condition, check out the description for links to videos on these topics. Template settings control aspects of message delivery for your incident template. You can make changes to the delivery rules by clicking the Edit button. Make sure that these details are something recognizable for your contacts. This increases the chance of them trusting and opening your message. To tweak your message settings further, click More Options. Permissions are the ability granted to anyone who launches a live incident template to make changes or modifications. Operators can be allowed to edit messages, contacts, settings, and publishing options in this section. Once you finish adding all the appropriate functions for the incident, click Save or Save and Copy to make an instant copy of the template. For more courses, training, and certifications, visit Everbridge University. For specific courses on incident communications, check out the description below. Thanks for watching!